Well, I was going to say generally was trying to ever think I could be a professional tennis player. Cost my parents a lot of money and myself a lot of pride. So I think a lot of the things that I've brought up, I mean, there's been tons of mistakes that we made. So first, let me just say you're going to make tons of mistakes, made tons of mistakes in the past, you're going to make tons of mistakes going forward. It just sort of happens, and you need to move on and do it. I think in terms of a lot of it was actually when we first started at StubHub, originally the name of the company was Liquid Seats. It was beyond the fact that name was probably a mistake. Yes, we found out that depends, and it was a problem. But in any event, what we were doing originally is we thought rather than build a consumer brand end to the consumer, that we would just private label the service under Liquid Seats to various different people. That didn't work. So I think that ended up being a mistake. It helped get some things somewhere, but it wasn't the right approach. So I think that was a mistake. Luckily, what we did is we changed direction eventually when we made an error like that. So I think that's a mistake. I think there's issues all the time around sort of management where you cling too much to sort of you start getting too emotionally invested in a point of view. And you say, we're going to go this way because I've always said this, and you start believing you obviously have to believe what you're doing, but you have to be flexible enough to understand the difference between being dogged and just being stubborn. And I think that's always a problem. I think most of the mistakes and stuff I've made is not reversing course